on that side. And that's tremendous flexibility with a lot of value. You can always turn a 30-year mortgage into a 10-year mortgage. You can't always change a 10-year mortgage into a 30. Hey there, welcome back. Today I want to talk about what I'm just going to call the value of flexibility. Okay, when we're thinking about financial planning decisions, particularly those decisions that are going to have an impact on us for a long period of time. Okay, one of the things that we underestimate is how unpredictable our futures are. Okay, our lives just don't unroll as planned, and things like COVID or any other wild circumstance comes in that just completely turns things upside down. And so the value of flexibility in your long-term financial decisions, I think, can't be understated. And I'm going to give you an example of one that I think is really critical, that I see happen and come up more often than people think. And that is when you purchase a home or you refinance your mortgage, choosing the length of term. Okay, it's intuitive to say, hey, I see a 10-year, a 15-year, a 20-year mortgage and there's a lower interest rate. I'm going to do that. Despite that, I would always encourage, and what I would do personally is always select a 30-year mortgage despite the higher interest rate. And the reason is the required minimum cash flow payment. Okay, if you pick a 10-year mortgage for that lower interest rate, you are locked in to that much higher required minimum payment. And those circumstances may be totally fine today, but there could be reasons that are within your control because you want to start a business or take a sabbatical, or you get laid off from your job or your company sells in the future that are outside your control, where it may not be the same cash flow situation that you have today. Okay. Whereas if you go the opposite route and you go a 30-year mortgage, you've got that flexibility with a lower required minimum payment built in. So yeah, you can make the higher payment to pay that off in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, whatever amount you choose. But if circumstances need you to pull back and cash flow gets tighter, you can pull back to that lower required minimum payment on that side. And that's tremendous flexibility with a lot of value. You can always turn a 30-year mortgage into a 10-year mortgage. You can't always change a 10-year mortgage into a 30. Okay, so when you're thinking about planning decisions, you might even be thinking about a house right now in these circumstances. Think about the value of flexibility, because the future is unpredictable. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Being able to turn your cash flow up or down is hugely important. So think about that flexibility and plan for the long term. So hit them well this weekend, and we'll talk again soon. See ya.